Are we recording?
Yeah.
Why are we recording?
Because I always record the pre-roll. And I try to pick out something funny, but it's very hard some days.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes I could just say and then you can put a big old beep.
I'm just not even going to let that go in. I say that as a joke where it's like, haha, now it's going to be the intro. Haha, no, it's not. It's actually not going in.
It's going to
Can we start this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm good when you are, baby.
Yeah, can we do this without clipping the mic this time?
Am I clipping?
No, but you will be when you say, hello!
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm ready when you are.
do it from across the room.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, welcome back to the 24th episode of the podcast.
I actually like this. He's not clipping the mic.
Lucas, Dev, and Nick, and
What?
it's Lucas, Dev, Nick, Ryan, and wait, who's here?
So close. I could have compressed it to actually work, and you had to come in.
Guns blazing.
I'm going to take a nap. I'm taking a nap. I'm done.
Okay. Welcome back to the 24th episode of the Pillars of Honor podcast. It's Dev, Lucas, Nick, and Ryan. We're playing video games and talking about shit.
I like how it took 24 episodes to determine the premise.
Well, I mean,
we know exactly what this is about now. We weren't quite sure 23 episodes in.
nah, we're working out the kinks and trying to solidify a formula. And I really think that we
Yeah,
We've been
gotta
doing
work
this
ourselves
shit
into
for
a groove
24
here.
fucking weeks.
last week locked it down.
That's crazy.
That's like half a year almost.
Oh my god, it is.
Congratulations.
Yay, us. And Lucas just walked in and didn't have to work for any of it.
Actually, Lucas was the only one listening to these things, so he's earned his place.
True. Okay.
He was like, he knew the source material. He's like, I'm ready.
Yeah, no, Lucas.
I was born for
Lucas
this.
technically put in more work than most of us.
I tried to give him the actor Bible so he can study up. He's like, no, all right, got it. All up here, baby.
I don't even watch this stupid shit, despite Ryan trying to get me to do it. Like for the first 10 to 12 episodes.
One day there's going to be something in an episode that you want taken out, and you won't know until it's too late.
I know. I kind of like whenever I do something or I go into something and I say or do something, I mean, I don't even try to backtrack or retrace my steps. It's like, fuck it. If I said it, I
the
said
3
it.
times you've outed everything that we're working on.
Oh, I'll do it again. I'll do it at least 5 more times for that fucking thing's out.
Please don't. I'm working so hard.
Oh, good thing everything's like working titles and shit. Nah, I'm still not going to reference it.
Yeah. No.
What, you mean?
Not allowed to say it.
Stop! No!
The next album?
If I say it, Dev gets mad and beats me.
Ryan, what are we playing?
We are playing the new albums.
Please help me escape this abuse.
Stop! No! Serious!
It's like the end of Sixth Sense, but in
No!
Help me.
Snape kills Dumbledore.
Stop! No more!
musical form.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Ryan, what are we playing?
I'm glad you asked, buddy.
I'm glad I asked too.
Every time I hear a noise, I think someone's getting kicked, and this time it's like, oh no.
Oh
Is that
yeah,
bad? I
Viscera
just
cleanup
assumed.
detail.
I'm fucking tired. I just want an easy job. I'm going to clean up some shit.
Cleaning up dead infants.
Gross.
And we're going to...
Oh, I want to take a, funny enough, I want to take a throwback to episode 3, the episode where Nick first outed everything that we're working on. Because there's a reoccurring detail. You guys remember the whole "We Are the End" Rings of Saturn shit?
Oh yeah, that shit's resurfaced again today.
today it's officially in court.
I don't think he's gonna get fuck all out of it, though. To be honest,
Yeah, it's We Are the End versus Nuclear Blast and Lucas Man.
it's hard to argue like unreleased riffs, like and non-copyrighted material. I can't see them winning against Nuclear Blast. I love
Doesn't
We
ma-
Are the
do-
End, but I think he's pulling at straws.
Doesn't matter if it's unreleased, as long as he can prove that he wrote it first.
Hmm.
Then he has a case. That's all it is.
Yeah, but Lucas Man copyrighted the material first.
Doesn't matter. As long as We Are the End can prove that he wrote it first.
What do you
that's
think,
all he
Ryan?
needs.
There's a very set precedent on what can be copywritten. It's pretty much down to lyrics and lead melody. So if they're trying to argue a rhythmic thing, it's not going to hold up in court.
I didn't think it was either. I looked at it and I'm just like, this is a wash.
Like,
why are you guys even fighting this?
You can't really copyright a riff or
You're also fighting against.
Can't copyright drums.
Yeah, like you're fighting against a multi-million-dollar company too, and you're just one person.
Yeah.
I just think he's grasping at straws.
Well, I mean,
Plus he
you
supports.
said the same thing about A Day to Remember and Victory Records in day one.
Well, it wasn't. That was
They won over
intellectual
royalties.
property. That's not the same thing as
Yeah.
copyright. Copyright already has a precedent. You can't copyright a drum riff or a guitar riff. You can only copyright main melodies, lyrics.
Plus Victory's reputation was so fucking shot by that point that I don't think they were gonna win even if they tried.
Why are you dropping everything in his mouth? Is that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, there's no incinerator.
Oh.
What the
Is this
fuck?
supposed to be all fucking pixely as shit, or is that my fucking
Yeah,
fault?
no, it's pixely for me. It's just because of the stream. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm curious on how this whole Brandon Love Lucas Man thing is going to go down.
I just want, like, I was saying to somebody a few days ago, I'm like, the whole thing, like, I thought it was blown over. That's why when I saw this today, I was like, oh shit, this is still happening. I thought it was all done. I was just saying to, I was talking to Chris Gilbert, and I was saying how, like, at this point, man, let the music speak for itself. Like, just release your music that you're planning on releasing, and stop. I just feel like with because he says that We Are the End is releasing a new album soon with like a bunch of original members. And it's gonna be like a huge thing and whatever. But then he's also like, it almost seems like he's using this as a publicity stunt, which he very well could be. This could be like the triumphant, like, oh, like, you know, we lose this court battle, and this is our new album we're releasing. Come and like support us and like show us that, like, you know, we aren't the fucking losers the court system is making us out to be. And I love We Are the End. I'm not like going against him, but I just think that this is futile.
Yeah, if it's a copyright dispute, as I think it is, it's absolutely futile. Because there's no way that the lyrics were stolen, which is pretty much the only thing that you can actually claim.
No, because there were no lyrics written. The whole thing's being fought over a riff, one riff.
No, that's never gonna go.
In the husk, yeah. And like if you listen,
we'll see.
if you listen to the original version of like what We Are the End recorded, plus what strikes me as very odd as well is that the riff in question that they're fighting over was partly written by Lucas Mann. Like when he was in We Are the End. Which is why I'm sitting here thinking about this, and I'm just like, this, like, all the details I'm thinking of are just point to this isn't going to work.
It's
I'd
dead.
love to think that I'd love to think that the little guy could get something out of it, but and who knows, like, I'm an
underdog guy, so I'm with We Are the End all the way, just to kind of see how it works.
But this also harkens back to like the thing with Joe's cymbals. Like if we had picked a fight with a bigger band, because this is also going to ruin We Are the End's reputation. Tons of people hate them now because of this whole thing.
Of course, people have to pick sides, right?
That's because fucking everyone wants to suck off Lucas Mann, no matter what.
No, I think it's just the way that Brandon Love went about it.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not. I really don't like.
Just because the way that Brandon went about it was like a constant, like, it was like a slander campaign, and Lucas said nothing in return. Like he's a smart businessman.
Absolutely, the way We Are the End went about it was kind of whiny bitch boy.
At that point, you think they're in it for publicity.
But you also gotta look at it. They were like kind of whiny bitch boy about it for like a second.
What the fuck?
And then they just kind of let the court deal with the rest.
Yeah, I just didn't like that they dragged it on for 2 months. Like after the Husk had been released, they dragged it on even past the Husk's release. Like when they released 2 other singles, and I was sitting there going, "Dude, like it's enough's enough." Like I mean, I said, like,
but
I love,
the court case, the court isn't really gonna. The court.
no,
doesn't
it's
give a
good. Like he
fuck.
let it go for a long time, and like this is his like final this is how he should have handled it from the get go. You know what? Take him to court immediately. Don't bother posting shit about it online constantly. Like you just look really butthurt about it, and I would be upset about it too. But like, don't use your band page and shit as a platform to.
As like a medium to.
Yeah, it's just like, and then like getting a whole bunch of media outlets to report on it and shit. And I remember saying, like, when this whole thing started, I was sitting there going like, Lucas Mann's sitting there with his hands behind his head right now, just going, hell yeah, dude, this makes for great publicity right before Geedeem's release.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been super stoked too, man. I would have been like, fuck, someone's talking about us. I mean, and Brandon's got like another thing going for him now too, because he's like, he supports certain people in the scene. Remember I was talking to you guys a few nights ago about the thing, my concerns with what that offer and all that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
He supports that. So like he's behind that person in question that I was talking about.
And there's always going to be a side depending on how you look at it. People are going to side with who they want.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. It's just like he's in the minority.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like he's kind of got like a whole lot of shit on his plate right now. That's what I was saying. I remember commenting on a post and just saying, dude, just fucking release a new We Are the End album. I think that'll speak for itself. Like you know, drop this shit. Just show people what you guys are still made of, and don't like taint. You know, don't poison the well.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, what's done is done, so we can really only.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at this point, like, I'm curious to see where this goes. I mean, if he does win, holy fuck, that's crazy.
That's kind of why I brought it up, is that, you know, I'm not really picking sides. Yeah, I'm always gonna root for the underdog, but at the end of the day, I don't care. But I am really curious on how this goes.
Yeah, because I mean, like the court system isn't fucking flawless. I mean, most times the justice system is usually terribly flawed. So he could win.
There's a precedent here. It's not as simple as just, oh well, the court system's not quite on par. There's actual previous cases that will come back.
Yeah, like they'll reference back to like, so and so won this case, so why is it any difference for my client? Another thing is, Lucas Mann has more likes on Facebook and Instagram, so I think that's also going to play like a huge part.
Unfortunately, nowadays, man, fuck.
We not been over this.
Yeah, in episode 3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of curious on how that.
Fuck, that's wild.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the World Health Organization announcing that the coronavirus is now
that the common cold is a fucking global emergency?
I think that this is very weird compared to every other disease that came out of China in the last 10 years.
It's the media blowing shit out of fucking proportion.
Yeah, as always. But if you remember something like SARS, how long did it take for the WHO to fucking figure out that is a bad thing? Like, it was in China for over a year before it was finally reported. Whereas this, within 4 days, it was reported, and then the genome was mapped.
Yeah, they already like mapped out its whole DNA sequence, and it's basically cured already. Stop worrying. But it's just like the whole Joker shit is that the fucking media fucking shuts itself off in front of the mirror over this fucking shit. Like the coronavirus is no different than really any other flu virus. It's not a zombie outbreak. It's not airborne cancer. It's a flu. And the people
would be sick if it was a zombie virus.
So far, 170 people have died in China. But you also gotta keep in mind where this outbreak came from, and also the air conditions in China. Like this is
the congestion, the population.
This is a virus that attacks the respiratory system in a country where the air is basically noxious.
You're noxious.
Thank you. Of course, a virus like that is gonna do some harm to people. You know what I mean? But what? It's like, oh, 1 or 2 confirmed cases in Canada, and everyone's fucking losing their shit.
Of course, it's scary.
No,
This
it's
is the
not.
fake world, right?
Damn, it's scary.
No.
Debbie, it's scary.
What's scary is that new fucking TikTok challenge that's going around. That apparently no one's learning from Tide Pod shit.
What's this one?
It's I think it's called the Outlet Challenge.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
you saw
I heard
this?
about that on the radio at work.
So essentially, kids are going on TikTok, plugging in their phone charger like halfway into an outlet, and then dropping a coin in, and essentially exploding,
Cool. Keep it up, kids.
What the
starting
fuck?
fires.
Yep, just
and-
fucking keep it up.
and just electrocuting themselves and dying.
Whatever pays the bills, right? Fuck.
Oh, guys, remember when we ate detergent and got real sick? What if we fucking electrocuted ourselves? How
I mean, is
cool.
it really far off from like when Jackass came out and people all started those mock videos? You know what I mean?
That's like when you
But
see
it's more
those stupid.
Yes
social
and
now.
no.
It's
Like
a lot
I remember
more
doing
dangerous.
stupid. Like you guys remember like the eraser challenge when you took an eraser and you rubbed it on your hand until you bled. Yeah, like we fucking did stupid. shit.
My
It's not
question
like-
is,
But
Bloody
there's the thing.
knuckles.
It's just like it's not like, oh, what is gonna happen if I fucking complete a circuit in my outlet? Of course, there's gonna be electricity.
my question is,
Like,
have you seen
that's
the
not-
have you seen the new thing that came out that was proven that your testicles have taste buds?
I'm sorry. Are you gonna?
I'm
Is there
just-
more to that?
I'm starting there. I want to see how much you guys know.
Are you gonna nonchalantly
Yeah, okay. I'm
run
just
that sentence past me?
asking, have you heard of the story?
Fuck no.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
So it turns out that your testicles have taste buds.
No, they don't.
And yes, they do. Look this up, buddy. Look this up right now.
I'm doing. You talk. I'm doing this right.
Testicles have taste buds, and the one thing that they taste the most, like I guess, well, I'm going to just say the best thing that they know how to taste is soy sauce. Salty and sweet. Your balls taste salty and sweet. So people have
The
been.
fact that this is only on newshub.co.nz in 2013 makes me think that's not true.
Fuck off. It's a recent thing. Go to recent.
It's all in 2013. Most recently,
Let me
we have-
ask
we-
my balls.
Most recently, we have sciencealert.com.
Okay,
People
Google
are
soy sauce testicles
yeah, that's what it says. People are dipping their testicles in soy sauce.
because they have taste buds.
What the fuck?
Okay, but if it tastes salty,
that true?
I mean, have you ever smelt taint sweat on a hot summer day?
No, never.
That is fucking Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar right there to the utmost degree. And I don't taste that in my nuts. My nuts
You don't know
taste that.
You ever had that weird, like, salty flavor?
Are testicles fucking selective on what salt they like?
Yeah.
No, fuck you. That's not how taste buds work.
Absolutely, that's how
Mine is
taste buds
salty
work.
'cause
No!
sweat gathers there a lot and it's hot.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
exactly how
you
taste buds work.
You don't taste it.
Taste buds are selective. There's certain buds for certain receptors.
Wrong. Yeah, but you said salt. You said salty.
It's a
Right?
soy salt. It is a different salt than.
No.
Sweat
no,
salt.
No. Sodium is sodium.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Literally, the definition for salt is NaCl, which is it nitrogen chloride? NaCl?
It's
I don't know science
Sodium chloride.
Yeah, sodium chloride. That's a different type of salt.
Blah, 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 blah. I don't believe you.
Okay. Well, dip your balls in soy sauce. Find out. No arguments. I like how there was no arguments.
You know, because you got me thinking.
I'm telling you, it's a thing. Dip them nuts in some soy sauce and experience a new world.
Next time I have some fucking Chinese food, I know what I'm gonna be testing out. Get some funky shit going.
Can we do that next rehearsal? We can just all sit in a circle and dip our nuts in soy sauce and like kind of like taste test it like wine connoisseurs.
I feel like that's the fastest way we're gonna get kicked out of the rehearsal factory. I'm down.
Well, yeah, because Corey's not there anymore.
Yeah.
The guy in charge is gonna look at the camera. And like, it's these guys again.
That's the ball dippers.
Last time they're
fucking-
touching dicks, now they're dipping their nuts in soy sauce. So they gotta get these guys out of here.
Ball dips of autumn.
Ball dips of autumn.
God damn.
Oh my goodness, dude. Oh, I know we were talking about last week about the whole Elden Ring. Did you guys see that Elden Ring is available for pre-order, but there's no release date?
Yeah, of course they always do that. The release date is 2020 December 31st
It'll come out like the end of the
because
summer.
it's like it'll come out sometime this year. They don't have a date yet.
Well, then it probably at that rate probably won't even release this year. It'll probably come out sometime like early next year.
I had that thought as well.
I highly doubt it's coming out 2020. But why would it be taking pre-orders?
Of course they do. They took pre-orders for Kingdom Hearts 4 years before it came out.
Oh my god! And that game's a hot steaming pile of garbage.
Apparently the DLC made it a little better, but yes,
No, that's not how games work.
it is now.
No,
The days of cartridges and NESs are over. You can update a game at this point.
You can't release a garbage game and then have people pay more to make it
Pokemon
bearable.
expansion packs.
Games are a service now, Dev. I'm sorry. It's not the days of N64.
No, that's, no, I
Yes.
refuse. I refuse to accept that as a norm. Just because it's happening doesn't make it right. All right, we can live in a fascist society. All right, oh, government's run by Nazis. All right, it's happening. Doesn't make it right though.
I never said it was right. I said this is the norm.
All right, and you tell me to get used to it?
Yes.
You asshole. No. You think Germany just got used to fascism?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like, yep.
Yeah, I guess they did, huh?
I mean, most of them.
It was working out pretty well for them, if I'm gonna be honest. I mean, until the whole war thing happened. But
Oh yeah, there was a turning point for
What?
sure.
What happened?
The
Don't worry about it.
The economy was going
Just the
pretty
small thing, like small little thing back in the 40s.
Yeah, like it was
basically
like
nothing.
This quick little
Minuscule,
Yeah.
quick little scuffle a couple countries had.
little freckle.
Fuck, what was it called?
There's something like local War 2 or something.
Local-
Small tussle 2 or something.
Chinese proxy war.
No!
the Greater War.
Oh my God, Ryan! Why'd you do that?
I hate that. I thought this was gonna be fun
Are
and
you
relaxing.
actually fucking stupid?
I thought this was just gonna be a nice,
you
fun and
fucking
relaxing game, and
Are
now
you some
I'm.
sort of fucking window licking, tongue chewing retard? What
That's
the fuck
the
is
wrong
with
button
you?
again.
Oh my God! No! Stop!
I
Oh,
just gonna go.
boys. This hurts to watch, Nick.
It
did you see
hurts
this?
to do.
No, what is he
Good.
doing?
Everything wrong.
Is it just a cleaning game?
Yeah, but apparently you can't even do that right. Wait, one second.
Ryan, what the fuck?
Whatever joke he's trying to make, I do not approve of it. I know where it's going, and can we stop him here?
I don't know where it's going.
You don't know where it's going?
No.
I'm playing a cleaning game, and he's calling over his girlfriend.
Oh, and he's gonna.
I don't
What a
think she can hear
fucking-
me for some reason.
Probably
figured out
annoying
the-
your stupid ass.
We figured out the joke before you got there. Don't worry about it.
No. My drink is empty.
Oh, wow, that's bad on me. Then I apologize. That says more about me than you.
Get fucked, bussy. Like, what the fuck? What?
Did you guys see that Volumes dropped a?
Oh
Yeah, Nick
man.
shared it.
Yeah,
Oh,
besides
it's
the song
so
being
good.
the mix is terrible.
Yeah, the
It's
mix isn't the
not
greatest.
Great, but
But it does sound like old volumes.
I
song's
think
great,
I think
though.
what they did with it is kind of like what Chelsea Grin did with Ashes to Ashes. Like, remember when they released the Letter, I think it was called.
Letters, yeah.
That's
my favorite song.
The Letters, the single that they released before the album, the mix was terrible. It was
Balls.
awful.
That's like-
but then
like
when
when-
the album came out, it was great.
It's like Grander
Yeah, that's
too.
like-
Kind of.
Fucking when Lorna Shore released their first single with CJ, and I was like, oh, I was really excited to hear this. I wanted to see how he'd sound with Lorna Shore, and everything about the song was phenomenal except for how fucking muddy the vocals were in the mix. Holy shit.
They wanted to
It was
cover up
literally
CJ
just like,
before it even started.
oh, it was so bad. It wasn't that he was so loud that it overpowered everything, and you couldn't even hear like what he was enunciating or what he was trying to get out or whatever. And then they released the next song, and it was like, see, this is fucking great. Why was the first single so fucking terrible? So yeah, but I mean, besides that, like a new Volume song with Michael Barr, man, holy shit, and it's good too because like I mean, you could really see how much of an influence or how much of like sway and shit that fucking the Farias brothers had over that band in terms of like how the musical direction was going. It was their way or the highway, so it's good that they're both out, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it's kind of funny to see some of the drama that came out of that and just the direction it went. Like how not the vocalist, but I think the guitarist brother was all like,
Diego.
oh yeah, Diego's all like, oh, we'll never make music with that guy again. And then the next day he was kicked out of the band, and then the day after they released a single.
Jesus.
Yeah, his response to like him leaving too is like really, really salty because he was like, now they can do exactly what they want to do and all this kind of shit. And I'm just like, why are you so salty, bro?
Salty. It's funny how salty he was because he just went from being all like, oh, we'll never make music with that vocalist again, and then the next day he gets kicked out and they make a song with that vocalist.
Sure. Well, that's what I'm saying. It just shows, like, goes to show you that the two of them were pretty like fucking. They had a lot of negative influence over that band. And it could. I always hated. I hate musicians that like.
Just stop there.
Fuck musicians.
No, I was gonna say I hate musicians that like play the blame game like sort of on fans or like the fan base for wanting the music a certain way, because honestly like a musician should be able to express themselves whatever they want. But
yeah,
I always felt like Volumes in like their older age, like when they made different animals and stuff like that, and everybody was kind of like I would have liked something closer to like was it No Sleep or Via. But we got this and like everyone disliked it, and then it was almost kind of like well, fuck you, you're wrong for not liking it, this is how we want to make music. And I've always hated people like that, because it's like you got to understand where your fan base is coming from, because this is what you started with, this is what got you famous. So to like kind of
to a degree it's an artist's decision.
Exactly, but like you should always like keep that in mind as well, that like it's like fucking like we talked about Bring Me the Horizon last week being like a perfect example of slowly kind of it
taking
almost
some albums to change it over.
We jumped from fucking like what was Gent and what was a very influential band for Gent in the early days, and then created like this rap, like almost like a Diet Attila.
Yeah, it's true. I did not.
I loved Different Animals. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this is where I'm coming from, because I love Different Animals, but I love Via. But like when I listen to the two of them, Different Animals. When I think of Different Animals, it's not Volumes to me. I'm listening to this is what the fuck was it? Gus. This is what Gus and Diego. Like this is like a solo album for them, and basically, it's featuring Mike Terry,
and everyone else was just kind of like along for the ride.
Yeah, and I mean, especially like fucking this. I'm so excited with Michael Barr back with the added talents of Mike Terry, because like, dude, like old fucking Bury Your Dead days and shit. Like thinking about how influential those albums were back in the day, and now having him with like arguably one of the best like gent metalcore bands that came out of the early like 2010s and shit. It's just, I'm so excited to see where this goes now. A full album with like a good mix should just fucking blow everybody away.
It'd be nice to kind of see where it goes, but it could also go in a bad direction in a way. Because do you guys know the band Hacktivist? I know Ryan does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the founding guitarist left Hacktivist, and ever since then, like the music has just been
bad.
Not bad, but
bad.
It's not Hacktivist though. It's like it's just a totally different sound. That and one of the other rappers left. I forget his name. The white one.
Whitey, yeah.
But he left, and just the whole sound has just, the dynamic of the music has changed completely. I think it also has to do partially with the fact that the original guitarist also was in charge of the mixing as well. So a lot of production aspects has changed as well, not just the music.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I don't think Volumes does their own production, right?
Not at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, like Hacktivist did all their own shit. So I guess that kind of makes sense that the sound would change very drastically. I just hope that's not the case because like I listened to the new single.
Hmm.
Nice. I like it.
I like.
It's very nice.
It's very nice.
Fuck man, there's been
You guys
like
want
there's
to
been
get
a lot
together and
of
watch more, right?
No.
yes.
Yes.
There's been a lot of
or Brothers Grimsby.
oh dude, Brothers Grimsby is so fucking good.
Yeah, Mark Strong fucking playing the best role of his
Holy
life.
shit, man.
Man deserves an Oscar for being inside an elephant's asshole.
Jesus.
Oh no, it's a vagina. Sorry, vagina.
I mean, it took Leonardo DiCaprio to basically murk a bear to get an Oscar. So I mean,
He got murked by the bear.
yeah.
Oh, don't worry, Mark Strong gets murked by the elephant too. Don't worry.
I mean, the
Get
bear
murked on.
basically wins that movie.
It's a good movie though.
It wasn't bad. I
Every
don't
time
think it
watch
was
that movie,
Oscar
you see the
worthy,
bear
but
approaching, and you're like, "It's this time, yes, it's this time." And then the rest of it, I kind of fall asleep through.
We got to watch a movie together, all of us. A nice good movie night.
Backyard Bitches 3.
I was preferring Dads with Dicks 5.
FAP CEO, the live CD.
Fab CEO official soundtrack. Listen to it on vinyl.
I'm amazed it's out on vinyl. Nutaku's got money.
If you can find the Fab CEO official soundtrack on vinyl, I'll pay any money.
Any money?
Any money. Oh wow, this drink just materialized next to me. Thank you, Ghost.
Materialized.
Yeah, she was so quiet. She scared the shit out of me when she touched my shoulder and got my drink.
Hi, Bruce. Hello, Pig.
He fucking gets her to serve him his drink so that he can blame her for his alcoholism.
Exactly. He didn't pour it himself. It's not his fault.
Yeah, it relinquishes him of any fucking.
Yeah, she's an enabler. I'm just a puppet on her string.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
my goodness.
I've seen two people update their profile pictures now on Facebook with our lyrics from Grandeur. No, sorry, fucking TM1.
Did you tell them to get better taste in music, or?
No, I told them I'm suing them. They're copyrighted lyrics.
Copywritten lyrics.
Where's your block of text you're supposed to put below a fucking YouTube video when you upload the song?
Belong to the band. I don't.
Yeah. No. Or the fucking this is under the right of fair use or like some stupid shit, whatever it is.
But it's not. So let's sue him.
That's true. It's not fair use.
Oh my god. I really don't like vodka, but I think a Moscow Mule is like my new favorite cocktail. Holy fuck, that's dangerous. It's just lime and ginger beer. Doesn't matter how much vodka you put in this, you don't taste it.
Twiddles your cock and your tail?
Yeah, it's twiddling me in ways I didn't expect to be twiddled.
Whoa, Bruce, easy.
Very good.
Bruce is twiddling you in ways you didn't expect either?
Yeah, he just jumped up between my legs a little close.
I've been meaning to ask a question, and I might be getting a little deep here, but
I doubt it.
Buddy.
Do you boys believe in aliens by any chance?
Yes, you know this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are all alien boys?
It's statistically impossible that we are the only living thing in a universe this large.
I don't believe like the notion that like fucking they're hiding shit in Area 51 that could actually who knows.
That's entirely possible. That's entirely possible.
I don't think it's as crazy as people make it out to be.
Yeah.
But I mean like more on like the real like getting away from like conspiracy theories or ancient alien shit. I mean like Ryan was saying, oh my god, buddy. I mean like the statistical
physics in this game are awful.
The fact that I mean like what is there 100 trillion billion stars in the observable universe. And
It's a power 2 kind of thing. You can't even number it.
You're gonna tell me that out of all those hundreds of billions and trillions of stars, that one of them doesn't have a planet that's orbiting it that may have a little bit of intelligent life? I'm not talking about intergalactic spaceship aliens. I'm just talking about, well, I mean, also that too, because I do believe that even if we aren't the only like life form in the galaxy,
By definition, aliens have been found on Mars.
Yeah, microscopic.
Yeah, that is technically a life, proof of life on another planet. So technically, we have found aliens
in our own solar system, no less. But what my big thing is, like, let's say we aren't the only intelligent life form.
We are barely the intelligent life form.
Let's say in the galaxy, because there's like what 100 billion stars in our galaxy alone.
Right? Something like, yeah.
And if we're not the only intelligent one, who's to say that we're the most intelligent one? Who's to say that there aren't other life forms out there that are millions of years ahead of us?
Absolutely.
Or maybe like, different, because we're carbon based, right? But what if there's like other life forms that are based off, different shit? I mean, like,
nitrogen based.
Humans suck, first off.
Yes.
Secondly, man, fuck, aliens are cool as shit, man.
Fucking aliens would be cool, yeah.
Yo, I would love to just fucking sit down with a Moscow Mule,
balls deep in an alien.
Just, you know what? I played Mass Effect.
I've been following all that. I've been following all that really like cool shit that's been happening out there in the fucking universe lately. With so they found one a long time ago, but they've recently recorded another one. What looks like a radio signal coming from like far out.
Oh yeah, I was reading
the Andromeda Galaxy.
Mass Effect,
and it's so fucking cool, dude. Because it looks like communication. It doesn't look like just random bursts of radio waves.
Yeah, it's not just like random bursts. It's not only the fact that it's been steady, but it comes from the same spot. It keeps coming from the same star every time.
Doesn't matter if metal concert.
Doesn't matter if the star moves a little bit, like from how we observe it. The radio bursts keep coming from that same star.
Imagine how cool it would be, like, if in the near future, like we actually, if we were born in a time period where like space travel was possible and everything was like crazy, and we're like, all right, guys, we're gonna go and play a show. Oh, where are we playing it? Oh, we're playing Andromeda Galaxy.
We're playing for Xenu and the Scientologists.
We're going to. Oh well, that's only a 30-minute fucking shuttle ride away from here. I'd be like, oh, that's sick.
Man, I saw this post that kind of bummed me out. I was reminded of it when I was playing Red Dead 2. It said it was along the lines of like, we're born too late to explore the Earth, but too soon
to explore space.
Early to explore space. I'm like, fuck, man, it's so true.
Not necessarily. If Elon keeps on track, Mars is attainable well before we die.
Gambling on Elon.
Yeah,
he cannot let us down.
I mean, I'd still be happy if in like my 60s or something, like, we happen to see something happen. That'd be really cool. I'd just be like, oh shit.
Our parents got to see the space or the moon launch.
Yeah, like we see a lot of stuff happening now, but I mean, be a part of it. I want to get on a space shuttle and vacation on Mars for a week. You know what I mean? That's not gonna happen, though.
You don't know that.
Man,
we're not there yet. We're like in our 20s. You really imagine that your parents in their 20s imagined that you'd literally have a phone in their pocket?
Much further than this.
Well, then you're gonna miss the cool shit.
I don't want to be old.
Deal with FOMO.
Well, yeah.
Here's your option. You can get old and chance the fact that maybe you will see some really cool shit, or just worry about not getting there and then missing it.
Getting old, I don't have the fucking energy to do anything. I won't have the energy to enjoy that kind of stuff.
And we don't know that yet.
I won't have that money.
We don't know that yet.
I guarantee you won't have the money. Okay, yeah, so we get space travel. We get to go to fucking Mars, but that's only going to be for rich people when it first happens.
Or we find a way to renew organs and age doubles.
That's not going to happen, though.
You don't. How do you know that?
Because science isn't there yet.
Science isn't real.
The one movie I remember watching where I was just like, damn, this looks like it could be like dead ass, like real. Like we could be looking at what the future really looks like. Is you guys ever seen Elysium?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I always pictured it kind of like Elysium with like the giant
Matt
space
Damon,
station.
right?
Matt Damon.
The Neil Blomkamp movie. I fucking love that guy.
District 9 Part 2.5.
Oh, District 9, fucking every single movie relatively close to the last. Chappie. He was the one thing that was really cool about Neil Blomkamp. What I was really upset about is that he was supposed to direct Alien
Halo.
Covenant. Yeah, Halo obviously,
Yeah.
and then he turned the
Why didn't
remains of
Halo
Halo
turn
into
into
District
District
9.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually a lot of the scenes are just copy
Mhm.
pasted. Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
but yeah, I know it turned out
Halo
great
got a
anyway.
movie anyway, though.
But yeah, there was supposed to be an Aliens movie directed by
Yeah.
Neil Blomkamp.
Well,
and
Ridley
it
Scott
was-
decided to come back. That was the reason he lost it.
Yeah, no, for sure, which was another great thing too. I just I wanted like an Aliens movie that would have been like, further
Yeah.
in the future, less about going deep into its origins and shit, especially since the origin story ended up turning out to be fucking dog shit anyway.
Oh, speak for yourself, sir.
Really? I didn't think that like aliens needed a backstory, man. They're just a terrifying fucking entity from space. Like that's all they needed
But they're
to be.
the
Which one was
only
that, Prometheus?
terrifying. No, Covenant.
Exactly.
Wait, I thought
No,
Prometheus.
I actually loved Prometheus
the-
and I loved Alien Covenant.
Yeah,
Both-
wasn't
I liked
the
Covenant a lot. I
original
really didn't
origin
like
story?
Prometheus.
Prometheus was a little too full of itself, but it served to build David.
still-
That's
it
all
still
it
got
needed.
I just liked it for the lore. I thought it was great.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
it still
needed
got
to
the job
build
done.
David.
I mean, when it comes to
Yeah.
alien stuff, I feel like Ryan would just love anything that comes out.
Absolutely, I do.
I'm on that.
I wish they'd give us a third Alien versus Predator movie for fuck's sake.
You shut up.
Oh,
Fox
I
needs to
love it. I
fucking
love
let
Alien
that
versus Predator,
die.
man.
I don't even fucking. I think Alien is cool as shit. I think Predator fucking blows. I think he's
Whoa.
You're
Okay.
fucking ready. You're
Okay,
nuts.
bud.
I'm like
Yeah,
half
okay,
on
I
board
think
with that
Predators
sentence.
are fucking-
You know how
say
many
that
aliens
Predator's
a
better
Predator
than
could
Alien?
kill, bro?
Predator
And
ain't
Predators.
shit.
Okay, I'll tell you why Predators are fucking awesome. Predators are cool because, I mean, if you do take Alien versus Predator lore, which is connected sort of into at least the Predators universe, the fact that they are technically gods that lived before us and taught us a lot of our ways
Yeah.
and how to hunt,
But
and we and we neglected them and disapproved of them, and then instead of the slaughter that they rightfully deserved us, they bound us weak and vulnerable, so it wasn't worth us to kill us, and they left Earth to die. And that's why our Earth is dying, okay?
That's fine. I'm talking about the aliens and predators, right? Like the predators were so fucking full themselves that they're like, oh, we're just gonna invent aliens so we have something to hunt. That is no different than loading up Call of Duty Black Ops right now, setting the AI to medium, and then calling yourself the fucking best.
That's hilarious.
They nerfed the aliens so they can feed their fucking egos. All right, predators ain't fucking shit.
Got a
Aliens are
point.
cool as fuck.
Yo, you should see some of the fucking shit the Predators have hunted and killed besides it, man.
They killed everything. That's why they made aliens.
That's
and
why-
nerfed them.
Well, they didn't make aliens.
The
They made their own and
discovered
nerfed
them,
them.
and then they bred them.
Yeah.
The aliens got too strong, so they fucking nerfed them and then called it a day. They're a bunch
You know
of
when
fucking
X-Men goes
pussies.
into the practice room and
They're
takes
a
out
bunch of
Sentinels?
pussies.
Yeah, you know that? That's literally what aliens do.
X-Men
Like what
ain't
Predators do.
shit
with aliens.
either.
I fucking love like when you were talking earlier, Lucas, about how many fucking aliens a predator can kill. Like that's kind of cough out though, because like a predator could just be like, haha, suicide bomb, fuck you.
That's true. It didn't say this predator had to survive.
Yeah, what the how many aliens could a predator kill? Well, fucking a whole colony's worth, just blow
Just
himself
fucking
up.
nuke them. Just glass them.
Meanwhile, fucking a predator was gonna waste his device trying to blow up Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that guy still got out.
And Danny
I just
Glover.
love the
It's
ending.
Arnold.
Oh, when he's laughing at him, like, what the fuck? Joke's on you, motherfucker. He got away on a fucking helicopter.
And then he became the governor of California. Like, oh,
Different
my.
timeline, Dev.
I
Oh,
killed
wait,
the
I thought
predator.
I thought you came back to Earth and then became governor.
He probably went back too and was like, I killed that motherfucker with my bare hands, bro. There's no explosion.
Predators are sick.
Predators are
ain't
awesome,
shit.
man. When I was
They're
like, it's
kind of
so
cool, but they're not cool enough compared to aliens.
it's
They're way
fucking crazy,
cooler.
I'm with
man.
you
Like
there.
when I was growing up, when I was like 6 or 7, I remember I don't even know how I caught wind of what aliens and predators were, but like I wasn't allowed to watch either of the movies. But like Todd McFarlane, like in McFarlane Toys, were making all the huge line of like Alien versus Predator statues.
Yeah, that's
and like
fucking hilarious. This is an adult only thing. They made a cartoon and toys.
Yeah, so I got really
No.
invested in that. Well,
Yeah,
they're
but
collectible figurines, right? I
No,
mean,
but there was a
I think you're looking
cartoon.
at a handful of
Statuette.
them
Yeah,
right
but I
now.
mean that's also Todd McFarlane. Like, have you seen his Twisted Fairy Tale series? Like that's
Yeah.
not
Oh, they're
kid.
so
And I'm not
good.
blaming McFarlane. I'm blaming
Everything
Tortured
McFarlane
Souls, man.
touches.
I have
Like
the full
Fox.
Tortured Souls line.
Oh man, I fucking
Dude.
love fucking the McFarlane toys.
I
Like,
remember
have a
being
bunch
like,
of Spawn shit. I got
Yeah.
some Twisted Fairy Tales. Like, oh,
I remember being 8 years old, man, on Christmas, and my parents got me the fucking Spawn versus Cygor like deluxe set. It was so fucking cool. But yeah, no. So it's like there used to be all these like all the toys for Alien versus Predator or
Mhm.
Alien and Predator respectively, and my mom used to get them for me like all the time because there's a comic. I don't know if you know about this, Ryan, but there's a comic book warehouse in Brampton on
Yep.
Steeles. Yeah, the little comic cafe.
Mhm.
And she used to get like all these items special ordered and shit. I remember like when I was 7 years old having an alien queen, like deluxe, like huge
Yeah.
alien queen, and it used to sit in my room.
Oh my god!
And my fucking mom would shit herself every time she entered the room because like it would be in the dark and it'd be sitting in this corner and she'd turn on the light and be like, what the fuck is that? Freak
Most
the fuck
heartbreaking
out.
story about that. I got one once for my birthday. We moved like a week later, and in the movers like dropped the box it was in and fucking broke the tail. Of the fucking
Oh, that's
window.
fucking brutal, dude. I had
still
something
have
like
it
At least it was
pieces,
just the
so-
tail.
yeah, because mine like
That's the coolest part.
I
Because,
know,
like,
but
no, it's
it
still,
had like
because
a
I get that feeling. Sorry, Nick. One second. It's just my Spawn guys. Like a lot of my Spawn figurines, a lot of their weapons were lost in the move, so now they're just standing there like a bunch of fucking bumbling idiots.
yeah. The
They
thing that
always
sucks
were.
ass. The thing that sucks ass about like being a kid with items like that, like when you have like collectible things, that, like
Collectibles, not toys.
you don't you don't understand like not only the value but like what it will mean to you years and years later when you're reminiscing about it.
Mm.
So I'm sitting here thinking about like how shitty I fucking took care. There's two things for how shitty I took care of those fucking figurines and like opening them and stuff. I would have just, if I had like my knowledge that I have now, I would have kept them all sealed and I would have just had them as collectible items and stuff. And two, I had a fucking huge collection and a console like a SNES with like 70 something games.
Mhm.
And I remember when I was like 10, I just gave them away to this neighbor kid because I didn't realize, like, 'cause
Yeah,
I had
exactly.
stopped like really playing a lot of games and stuff, and like you know, the Xbox 360 had come out, and like I was moving on to like this whole new like obviously the captivation you had when looking at like new graphics and shit. So I gave this thing away, and I'm like 10 years later, I'm thinking to myself like, why the fuck did I do that?
Why the
I wanted
fuck
to-
did you do that?
I wish I just want time travel so I can go back and punch 10-year-old me in the fucking face.
Punch the other kid, take it back.
It's fucking.
No, yeah,
worse
punch
when
the other
someone
kid, give
else
it back
does
to
it,
me.
though.
Don't give this shit away.
It's
Yeah.
so much worse when like I remember years ago, my brother traded my GameCube, a bunch of like some like collector's edition Legend of Zelda games. And
Oh, you
all
got
that.
pissed about it too, eh?
And some like my N64 and a bunch of N64 like collector like limited edition N64 games that cost me so much fucking money. He traded it for a paintball gun that didn't even work. You know what I mean? Like, it still makes
Boys,
me fucking furious to this
Kombucha
day.
tastes like dog shit.
I fucking love kombucha, man. Watch your mouth.
Oh, I'm drinking Cosmic Cranberry Kombucha right now. It's
Hey
beating
Ryan,
my ass.
remember that what was it, habanero mango kombucha?
Yes.
Ew, what the
Oh,
fuck?
It was so good. It was so spicy.
Yeah.
The mango part sounds great. The habanero part sounds fucked.
No, man, the habanero adds a little bit of flavor to it, a little bit of excitement. I'm also the guy that fucking eats an entire giant bag of hot Skittles in one night.
That is true.
Bro, speaking of Alien versus Predator and shit, did anyone watch the last Predators movie?
Yep.
Fuck no.
Yep.
The
How
Olivia
was it?
Munn one. It
Yeah.
was a fantastic turn off your brain action film.
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't watch it just because. I mean, I don't know if anyone else is going to agree with me, but the Robert Rodriguez movie like really numbed my head. Like I hated it.
I liked that one.
And I
That
fucking
was
hate
decent.
Adrian Brody, dude. Outside of the pianist,
That's where I
fucking hate
lost
Adrian
you.
Brody.
I fucking love Adrian Brody.
Dude, I just like I remember seeing him in Splice and thinking, what a cunt. I don't like him.
Wow.
Yeah, like I really loved him in the pianist. I
I
really,
really love him in the pianist.
not
Yeah.
like him. Oh yeah, I do like that too. It's the only good thing about him.
Adrian Brody in the
Oh,
pianist.
I forgot it. Yeah, I forgot about fucking
King
fucking forgot about
Kong,
King
Jack
Kong.
Black and shit.
But yeah, Jack Black carried that movie for me. And King Kong, come on, fucking big monkey,
I'm so excited for Godzilla vs Kong.
dude.
Don't even fucking get me
fucking dude, King of Monsters is so fucking good.
Yes.
incredible. I've watched it like over 28 times by now. I swear
Just
to
like
God.
I remember, I remember going.
I
went to the theater. I went to the theater with with Brad,
Mm.
and like we went with like Raph and with Raph's brother, and fucking like Raph drove, so Brad and I got really high. That was an experience, dude. Just
I
getting
saw it 3
like I
times in
think
this
it was the
weekend.
most sobering thing ever, man. Like really, like sitting there watching this shit and like King Ghidorah, and you're just like freaking the fuck out.
It was so fucking good.
But yeah, it gave me because like.
man.
The 2014 movie was cool. I just like I thought it was more. It kind of reminded me like a Cloverfield sort of feeling.
I
movie.
liked-
Remember that Dev hasn't seen it.
No spoilers. I liked
No
2014
spoilers, yeah.
as a character movie more, and I liked
Yeah.
King of Monsters as a fucking Godzilla movie.
Well, yeah,
Which is
'cause
why,
King,
like-
King of Monsters, they doubled down the whole action aspect.
They
right?
quadrupled down the.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
yeah, yeah.
it's just fanfare out the ass.
Oh,
It's
That's
so
what I'm
good.
saying. When I went to see it, listen, I went to see it. I told my mom, I said, listen, Mom, when I was a kid and I watched those movies that you thought were fucking stupid because I watched the old Japanese ones,
Hmm.
I said to her, I said, this is exactly, after we watched the film, I'm like, how I saw with my imagination when I was a kid, this
what you
is
saw.
exactly what the fuck I saw. And she was blown away. And she's like, oh, I get it now. I'm like, yeah, you fucking.
Yeah, cunt.
Yeah, like this is literally like your imagination coming to life. Like it's crazy
was
how
fucking
in-depth it
amazing.
was.
I like
And then,
went through my
like-
popcorn and drink within like 3 seconds.
Oh,
I
yeah, man,
nailed
like,
it.
you're
I
just,
couldn't
like-
even withstand my tension.
Oh, it was so fucking cool. I would
literally
kill
a
like
child.
it sucks that we just have to wait for this one to come out now. Because when does it come out? This
It keeps getting delayed.
Yeah,
so
it's
who
gonna
the
be
fuck
pushed
knows? I
back for a
stopped
while.
checking.
Fox has a whole bunch
But
of
it's
shit
gonna
in
be
the
till
line.
fall time. Like probably till next Christmas-ish area.
Honestly, if even Christmas this year, like I'd still love that. As soon as that movie finished, I was like ready for another one. I was
I'm
like,
too
"Fuck's
into
sakes,
the
dude."
plot leak websites and shit though, so I've heard so much about it already, and I'm pissed about it, so I have to stop.
A monkey fights a lizard. There's not much to spoil here.
I was super interested in like all this like background lore and shit they were coming up with all the other Titans and all that kind of stuff.
Think about Batman
I just
versus
want that.
Superman, right? They weren't the only 2 characters. Bruce, stop barking, bud. Hold on, sorry.
No worries.
Set them on fire.
Have either of you guys seen Shin Godzilla?
Not yet.
Okay,
That's the one on.
Yes, it's so fucking awesome.
Because that was the Japanese exclusive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
it's
staying.
great.
I was staying
I mean, it
away
was
from
in
that for a
Japanese
while.
only. That was not. I wouldn't say it's exclusive, but
It's 3D animated, right? Is that the
No.
one I'm thinking of?
No.
Or is it
No.
2D?
this is live action.
It's
Japanese.
Oh, it's
Japanese.
live action. What the fuck? Hold on.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
There's the 3 animated like CG.
It's like a
animated ones. Those are
reboot-ish
pretty good,
area.
too.
It's like
Uh,
more of like an iconic like homage to the original Godzilla, like a
Kind
reboot
of like
of
the
what it
old
could be
like
today.
Godzilla 2000 and
Oh, what the
Godzilla-
fuck is this?
Shin Godzilla, yeah.
It was more of
What?
like an art homage project to like the original idea of what Godzilla meant. It's really good.
Wasn't it one of the highest grossing films in Japan of the time?
Yeah,
I would
Well,
believe
because
so.
it
Yeah.
exposed a
He
lot of
looks-
modern
he
day
looks
issues, right? It made
so
it the new
fucking
terror
sick.
of like today. Like what Godzilla meant to people back then when they saw it in theaters, this Godzilla
Mhm.
means to them today. That was what they were going for. Like a really grotesque, disturbing design that truly represented like the negative impact they're having on their own country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to see Shin Godzilla really bad.
I always forgot that Godzilla was pretty much just like more than just a monster movie in terms of like it was kind of
It's
a
political as shit.
It's
yeah,
so
it's so
It
good.
It was the
man.
way
Because
for
it
Japan
started-
to really outlet their problems to everyone without because they were really silenced on their media, right? And their news, so they couldn't really.
it was
ever
kind of
get
like
out
one of
there.
their ways to kind of be like, hey, this is kind of how Japan is since World War II. We're kind of fucked up now. It sucks, but we're
This
quiet
looks
about
so
it.
fucking cool, man. I'm gonna try to find this tomorrow night and watch it.
I want to.
I'm gonna watch Godzilla King of the Monsters right after this now, just so we all know.
I
And I have the Showa collection, so I'll probably go back and watch Destroy All Monsters too, for sure.
I just recently found my DVD of the old Godzilla DVDs that Lucas and I went to Walmart and got. Like I got like
Oh, so
the
good.
old. I think it's like 1989. Godzilla versus King Ghidorah.
Oh yeah. The one with this time travel shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where there's the 3 little dragons and they fuse together because they go back and fuck things up.
Sounds Japanese to me.
Oh, it's great. I know that's the thing. Godzilla movies are always storylines, extra as fuck, totally doesn't make sense, stupid but entertaining, right? Whatever. Oh, big monster fights, and that's exactly what the new movie is.
Yeah, but
It is
with
great.
like good good visuals and not two dudes in fucking costumes hanging from ropes.
Yo,
Yo, I'd be okay with either.
Flying around.
Yeah, honestly,
It's all
like,
high budget cinema, and then as soon as it cuts to the monster fights, it's downgraded. Just
It's
people in
all
suits.
down-
I'd be so happy.
All people in suits like jumping around like little model town.
I hope that if Toho releases another movie, which I know they're planning on doing and expanding their own MonsterVerse again, I hope that they do a combination of like suit prosthetics still with CGI, kind of what they were trying to do with Godzilla 2000, but really pull through with it.
see that I feel like that's a cool thing to do nowadays too, especially with like everything that was going on in the Mandalorian with the Star Wars, like how they were blending CGI with old school like Jim Henson puppets and shit.
I have a question for you guys.
Yo,
Like you, both Lucas and Nick, you guys did Disney Plus, right?
Yep.
Have you
Yeah, but-
opened it since?
I watch Simpsons on
I
it like
don't watch
almost
a lot
every
of
day.
TV
Okay.
also, no.
Because I've been watching, or not watching. I've read some reviews of like after the Mandalorian ended, I haven't touched my Disney Plus.
It's really only good so far if you're like really deeply in
Oh, wait
just
till the
Disney
Marvel
movies. Yeah, like when
Hmm.
all the other shit starts releasing, like it'll be good. But I mean, just for the time being, all the like majority of the appeal for Disney Plus was for people who aren't huge fans of Disney
Yeah.
movies, Mandalorian. For people who are massive fans of Disney movies, Disney movies. And I mean, the Pixar section is pretty fucking good too.
Of course, it's Pixar.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, unless like you're going into there, like it's not like me going into Netflix or going into Crave or something and having like
Yeah.
originals that I can watch like a ton of. Like, there's so many of them. But I mean, the plans they have for all the Star Wars shows and all the shit that they're planning on making, like I'm so stoked, man. As long as it's done well.
I'm gonna say, like, the more plans they have, like fucking Clone Wars. Why are they doing it again?
Oh, one last season.
It ended.
Oh yeah,
Netflix
There's
finished
a few
it.
loose ends they wanted to. Yeah, there's a few loose ends that they wanted.
It was
to
like
tie
a
up, I
slap
guess.
in the face to Netflix, who was like, "We'll take it on, we'll finish it," and then Disney comes out going, "Yeah, I know you finished it, but we're gonna finish it again."
And then apparently a few days.
surprised.
Apparently 2 days ago, fucking George Lucas did an interview saying that he really fucking hates what do you call it? He really fucking hates the way the direction Star Wars is going right now.
I
And
would
I'm just
imagine.
like, you don't have a fucking right to talk. You wanted nothing to do with it anymore.
Yeah, but as an original creator,
Yeah, no, for sure.
You can still have the
everything
feels.
he was working on. Like wasn't George Lucas working on like a almost like a kid fantasy fairy movie that Disney was forced to finish after he sold off the thing? After sold off Lucasfilms?
I think so. Yeah. Either way, he lost all right to anything creative in it, but he hasn't lost the right as an original creator to have his opinions on it.
No, for sure. I wish he
like if let's say I sold off Pillars of Autumn,
Mhm.
right? And the person I sold it to was like, "Don't worry, I'll take good care of this," and then turned it into like a fucking pop rap band.
Yeah,
I'd kill myself.
you'd be upset, but you'd have no legal bearing or
I wouldn't be like, "Oh, how dare!" I would be like that, but
Yes.
at the same time, it's like, yo, I sold it off. It's I don't. There's some blood up there. You might want to fix.
Oh, that's the console.
This is just a game about cleaning, dude.
Literally,
Yeah.
Nice. Why do you buy this shit?
because I don't
He's
know,
got
man. Steam sale.
He's got that podcast money. He's
Yeah.
got, you know.
You still haven't paid me.
I'm not going to.
I know.
Hey, I'm honest about it.
Well, at least it was
You know
clean.
what? I thought I was actually gonna kind of hate the new Pokemon like that came out, but the Pokemon are actually pretty cool. There's like actually a few that I actually
No.
like. There's a few duds, but
No.
there's some really
There's
good
so
ones.
much you can't hate about that game. It doesn't matter.
No, it looks like crap.
It really doesn't.
I agree. Some of the vistas look a little weird, but like
The worst thing
it's
about it
a
is the
Pokemon
trees.
game, so I wasn't
The
expecting a lot.
environment for what, and that's the one thing I was talking about in the podcast that Ryan played it, is that like the Pokemon and the characters look awesome, the menu and all that looks awesome, but the environment looks like fucking shit.
The
At
update
times.
they did with the camera sweeps and stuff, like I read that they did an update where now it's like more like Pokemon Stadium style sweeps and stuff. It looks really nice, and a lot of the character movements have been updated.
They're updating the moves as well. It's an overtime
It's
kind of
pretty
thing.
cool now. I'm glad I waited to buy it. I just picked it up yesterday, so
You will enjoy it.
Why didn't they finish the game before releasing it?
Because Nintendo's deadlines.
What do you mean? That's a majority of video games
That's
nowadays.
exactly it. Games are a service now, my friend.
Stop!
It's never gonna stop. It's actually just gonna get worse, progressively
God.
worse as time goes on. They're gonna sell us like they're gonna put up like $30 packages one day for like the next Call of Duty game. Here's the first. You get the first megabyte of data.
Yeah.
Like
We'll give you the rest of the time as we develop it.
I've completely given up with Borderlands 3. I've played the last update, and they're like, right after they fucking fed me bullshit lies about finishing the game, and it's all fixed now, and it still barely fucking functions.
Fuck! I'm so glad I didn't buy that game, man.
Yeah, no, fuck. I feel like
I remember
I
like
feel
when
like
it
such a
first-
fool because Ryan warned me, and I was like, no, I'm gonna love this, and I did. I loved it for the first 2 weeks until they updated it and broke it.
Yeah, even some friends of mine were like,
If you still enjoyed it, was it not worth the experience?
I'm so happy that I beat the game before the update that broke it. Like, the only thing that I'm missing out is, let's say, if I want to do all the extra stuff, like extra bosses and shit like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through the bullshit. But at least I got the brunt of enjoyment out.
Yeah.
Before they broke it. It still blows my mind. That's the only game I've ever played that worked fine, and then they broke it later, and it didn't start broken and then got better.
It's a good pug. You're a good pug.
Hi, Bruce.
I'm really glad Lucas is contributing to this conversation in meaningful ways.
like
I will say though, Red Dead Redemption 2, holy fuck, such a good game.
wow, dude, it's almost like I said that back in October 2018 when the fucking game came out.
I know, but I did. First off, I didn't expect it to absorb me as well and as fast as it did, because when I played Red Dead 1 on the 360, it was a good game, but there was nothing that was like very wow about it. But me and like, seriously, first 10 minutes into Red Dead, I was hooked. Man, I got so shortly after Nick, you remember when you're forced to go and buy a new horse? Like, it's like the second mission.
Yep.
So I got the cheap one because I liked the horse I had initially, and I ended up naming it Tony the Pony, as you guys saw. But Amanda saw this happen. So it was like middle of the night. I am sprinting through this vista with my horse, and I didn't see that the ground changed a little bit, so I end up jumping off a cliff.
Wow.
And it wasn't too high where the horse just stops, but my horse jumped and then nose dove right into this boulder, broke its neck, and died.
Yeah,
Jesus.
The funniest,
and I felt so bad.
the funniest fucking,
it was so fast.
the funniest fucking thing I've had to deal with in that game, like where I truly saw that, like, wow, this is something special in terms of like sandbox activities and stuff, was when we were walking. I was with Richie and Zach. We're all sitting there just watching, fucking, we're playing. And I come across like this guy, like the second time I've come across a guy gold mining. Like,
I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, I think I've told Ryan this one before too. But fucking, I get out. They're like, "Oh, go talk to him." I get off the horse and I go see what he's doing, and we're waiting. So I was hoping he'd find gold so I could kill him and rob him, whatever. Sitting there watching him. He goes, "Yippee!" Like, I found this gold. He's like fucking freaking out, whatever. So I decide to like dialogue interact with him, and I pressed the rob option, which is like triangle on PS4 or something. So
Yeah.
I was like, fucking start robbing him, and the fucking dialogue choices are hilarious because Arthur Morgan's just like, oh no, he didn't find gold. This time he didn't find gold. So Arthur Morgan was like, no gold, and now you're getting robbed. Guess this ain't your lucky day. And immediately the AI kicks. And he turns, takes out his gun, turns, "You some bitch!" And I had my bow and arrow equipped. So I meant to shove him away. I didn't know that there was a special execution, like melee execution, that comes with every weapon that you use, like close up. So fucking you see Arthur take the arrow and stab it in this man's neck, and he fucking dies, and Zach and Richie are just dying, and I just look at them like, I didn't mean to do that. I seriously did not mean to fucking kill him. I just had to push him away from me or disarm him or something.
I had a moment like that last night.
Oh, it's so fucked.
The random events in this game are the
Oh, the
fucking
cream of the crop,
so
dude.
I met this Mexican dude. He's like, I'm the best shooter in Mexico. I'm looking for a dead eye shot to challenge me. He's like, let's shoot these pots, see who's the best kind of thing. So I'm like, all right, here's $5. Let's do this. Let's wager. And I won. He's like, shit, let's do it again, but raise the stakes. I'm like, all right, cool. And he's like, all right, reload your weapon. Now, press the B button is reload your weapon, right? But B is also punch the nearest person. So he's like, reload your weapon. Let's do this again. So I pressed B and I socked him in the mouth. He went, fuck you! And he just started like unloading on me. So I had to stab him to death. I'm like, man, it didn't have to be this way. I mean, you didn't have to die. This wasn't my fault.
Kind of was your fault, but
I wanted to shoot again, but I punched you in the mouth.
It's just fucking hilarious how like you can do like a positive affirmation in that game and then immediately follow it up with a negative affirmation. So it'll be like, oh, you're looking good today, partner, and he'll be like, thanks. And like, you ugly motherfucker, and he'll just go, hey, now that's not nice, and pull a gun on you. What the fuck?
Oh, I remember I was doing a bounty and I had to steal a guy's horse to get the guy, and every now and again, like you'll shout like Arthur will just shout out the person, oh, I'm just borrowing your horse, right? And I came back, I brought the guy's horse back, and he was like, oh wow, you really were just borrowing it. But when I got off the horse, like I'm so used to Legend of Zelda when you press back on the stick to slow down the horse, but in Red Dead you got to hold the right bumper to like brake your horse.
Yeah, put the brakes on the horse. Yeah.
So I pressed back, and the horse did like a 180. So the guy's like, wow, you were just borrowing it. It spun around and the horse killed the guy. So I was like, it's like, you got karma, you lost karma. I'm like, no, like, everyone who gets close to me die.
Welcome to the Wild West.
One thing that's been on my mind lately about video games, because you were just talking earlier about how joking about early access and stuff like that. Or even like how you said that line to Dev about how, if you enjoyed the experience, was it at least not worth it? Mm-hmm. I was thinking about how back in a time where there wasn't so much media coverage on video games, like when I was younger, and I would just go to a store and I'd see like my only coverage for a game would be looking at the fucking cover of the game and reading the back. There'd be no lead up material, no trailers, no nothing. I was never into that kind of stuff. I never even knew it existed. I wasn't, fluent with YouTube when I was young. So like when I was younger, we'd just pick up games just to pick them up because they looked cool. And then even if by industry standards, if they were shit, you'd still end up enjoying them. Yeah, which is why like having that media coverage nowadays and having too much media input, I find sways like immediately before you even played the game. Like you're already setting yourself up for like how you.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, but that's just kind of the natural order of things, because like video games went from being that thing that only fucking loser nerds did. But
yeah, because
now everyone plays games, just like
thanks Call of Duty.
Just like films. Like films used to be for the rich and posh, and I have money, I'm going to the cinema, right? Now everyone watches movies. Movies are accessible to everyone, so everything's just kind of diluted, right?
Yeah, I was thinking to myself,
video games are the same way. Like, of course, now that it's become, everyone plays video games. Of course, it's gonna get a little diluted. There's a little bit of blood at your feet.
Okay. Yeah, like it just sucks now too that like like even when I talk to friends, when I talk to people, I'll ask somebody. I don't even ask people about games anymore. Like I'll just, if I looked at it and I thought it looked cool, I'm gonna try it, because I find that like when I go and I talk to somebody about it first, like there's almost 100% chance, like from at least somebody I talk to, they're gonna say, oh, it's not worth it, don't bother picking it up, you're gonna hate it as shit. But
yeah, I also
unless I fucking played it, how are they gonna know?
Yeah.
Like everyone was telling me for the longest time to stay away from the new Modern Warfare because of the tainted reputation that COD has had over the past few years for being the same shitty dribble that they continue pushing out. And this was the first one I've bought in years that I actually think was worth the price point, and I'm loving it.
And I'm in that boat. I mean, Ryan knows how fucking angry Call of Duty makes me. I mean,
you hated it at first.
Well, the beta was garbage.
I'm saying the actual game too. You were ready to take it back.
Yeah. No, but yeah, there's some there. But here's the thing: there are some aspects that really piss me off. But
Yes.
the story alone was definitely worth it. There hasn't been a Call of Duty since. Where's the one that came out before Ghost? Black Ops 2?
Technically, yeah, probably.
I would say Black Ops 2 was the last Call of Duty I thoroughly enjoyed.
Same here, actually.
Everything from Ghost on was just, the campaigns were non-existent and the multiplayer is hot trash.
poopy.
Modern Warfare is the first one where the campaign was great. The online still fucking pisses me off, but I enjoy it with friends.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, Call of Duty's always been like that. Like when myself and Lucas and Johnny and Moses, and when we all play together, it was fun. I wouldn't play
Agreed.
by myself though. But I think one of my main downsides with Modern Warfare is what the fuck did they do to Spec Ops?
Yeah.
What happened to Spec Ops?
I haven't even touched it yet.
I mean, there's no point. It's like Call of Duty on ultra super hard difficulty. Even with 4 people, it's borderline impossible.
It's pretty brutal.
It's like you start up the game. It's like, all right, here's 100,000 guys on a helicopter. You die in one hit. Go. Oh, you failed.
Fuck, I completely forgot Spec Ops was a thing, man.
In Modern Warfare, it isn't a thing, as far as I'm concerned.
No, I just mean like
Bruce.
I forgot that it as a concept fucking existed.
Try to floor. Try to, yeah.
It's been so long since I played that shit.
World's most pathetic dog bark. Just
All right, we've hit the hour.
Mark?
We've hit the hour. I think I've cleaned this place adequately.
What happens if you complete it? Do you get rewarded or anything?
No clue.
I think you just kind of it goes off of how well you did it. Because I'm pretty sure you can start the level and then immediately finish and get like 0% because everything's still dirty.
Okay, so yeah, there's like there must be like at least a completion goal.
Yeah, like you can go as long as you want. You can finish adequately. You can finish perfect. Oh my god, I'm getting hiccups. Yeah, this is a good place to call it. Ryan, do you want to take us out? I can't.
I kind of want to hear you try.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna finish my drink.
I got demoted.
Bruh.
All right, this has been the 24th episode of the Pillars of Autumn podcast. You can check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Pillars of Autumn Official. You can buy our merch at pillarsofautumnofficial.bigcartel.com. You can buy our CDs at ChugStore.com. And also listen to us on Spotify or whatever your favorite streaming platform is, because we're on all of them.
All of them.
All of them. Including TikTok.
Yeah, we're on that.
Yeah!
We're not actually on TikTok.
Yeah, we are. All of our music's on TikTok now.
What?
Yep.
Oh.
DistroKid baby, sponsor us, please. Anyways, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm a fucking nap.